Welcome back, folks. Testing is done, the sandstorms have settled, and we finally got a first look at who's fast, who's flopping, and who's already regretting their life choices in 2025. They've spent hours trackside, annoyed lots of engineers, and stared at more lap data than is probably healthy. So here's the real story behind F1 testing. First up with Red Bull, the reigning champs. They look surprisingly stressed. Max spent more time playing setup roulette than actually stringing fast laps together. They had water leaks, weird balance issues, and they were still painting the car with FlowViz an hour before testing ended. Never a good sign. Their technical boss admitted it wasn't the smoothest test ever, and while the car's quickish, it's definitely not the comfy rocket ship they're used to. The verdict is it's fast but very, very fussy. And with McLaren then, they're quickest on long runs and everyone's low-key terrified. Oscar Piastri's race simulation half a second faster than Mercedes, but, and there's always a but, the rear wing was flapping around like a beach towel in a hurricane. Legal or illegal, who knows, but it's definitely fast. The verdict for them is fast car, twitchy rear, big target on their backs. And then with Mercedes and Ferrari, they've the same pace but different vibes. Almost inseparable, but they'll go about it in totally different ways. Ferrari's faster on the straights, great off the corners. Mercedes is quicker into the turns, but loves a good front lockup. Looking at you, George and Kimi. Neither team look thrilled, but neither's panicking either. Verdict, solid, but chasing McLaren and maybe even Red Bull. For Aston Martin then, I think Fernando's patience are running out. Fernando Alonso summed up the best. It feels like the car from Abu Dhabi. Reminder that car was incredibly slow. It's apparently nicer to drive now, but that doesn't really matter if it's still slow. The verdict, slightly less painful, but still at risk of being midfield wallpaper. Williams, surprise package. Believe it or not, Williams might be the most improved team. Carlos Sainz topped the timesheets. Okay, maybe with some spicy engine modes, but this car looked good all week. It's fast, it's responsive, and it actually works. What a concept. The verdict, not the fastest, but definitely a midfield contender. Big glow up energy. For Sauber then, what can you say? It's not looking good for Sauber. The car is stiff, slow, and visibly miserable to drive. Even Hulkenberg, king of playing it cool, couldn't hide his frustrations. The verdict for them is back markers beware. And then for Alpine and Haas, one solid and one curse. Alpine quietly decent, fighting Williams for top of the midfield. Haas, bodywork flying off, random bits breaking, and they literally caused a red flag by flicking a rock into a marshal's window. You can't make that up. Verdict, Alpine solid, Haas chaotic as usual. We also have some tech drama with mini DRS is back. McLaren, maybe Ferrari, might be flexing their rear rings just enough to cut drag. The FIA tried to ban this over the winter, but clever engineers love a loophole. No protest yet, but keep your popcorn ready for Melbourne. And then on rookie watch, we've got 4 rookies, but only 2 had a decent prep. Antonelli and Behrman got loads of old car testing. Bortoleto and Hajar basically straight into the fire. Bortoleto also happens to be in the slowest car, so good luck to him. So there it is, really. That's the breakdown. McLaren's flying, Red Bull sweating, Mercedes and Ferrari are pacing themselves, and Sauber, well, they're present. We'll leave it there for this week. Subscribe if you want more F1 chaos, spicy takes, and occasional rock smashing a window story all season long. Please subscribe. Thank you.